Hello and welcome to my first Dominion League match of season 49. This is, I am in the D2 division, and I'm playing against exelexa, who I actually just commentated a match for when they earned a promotion from E2D in a play-in match against CR Lundy. So that's kind of interesting. So what do we have here? We have okay, so the trashing, we have goat. Okay. We could still get a T-Mog. But I don't actually think it's going to be that amazing. I'm wondering about Inventor, Ocean. So, like, the villages are either Royal Carriage or University. I think we are probably going to want, like, at least one or two universities, and then we're going to want to play with a bunch of Inventors and Royal Carriages. You can do crazy pilot shenanigans with Inventor, Royal Carriage. It's possible that we actually don't need the universities. We can just, like, well, we need some plus actions, I suppose. So the question is, should we start with Potion to get the university? I think so. I think that, and probably Bonfire is the way to go. I guess another option would have been to transport it. Yeah, I kind of overlooked that. I have regrets. I do have regrets. The nice thing is that I can Bonfire again. And I get to buy my university, I get to trash this estate. So maybe it'll work out, but transport was probably better anyway. Okay, we can buy another university here. I think we gain Inventor. So if there will be one card that we don't see this turn, or this next turn, rather. I mean, maybe getting a Royal Carriage is better. Unclear. In university, I think the discounting isn't really going to get us anything. We can buy a Pixie. So I think we do take the Royal Carriage. Okay. Yeah, we're going to trash the Potion this turn. So yeah, I think we do want a Barge. We want Royal Carriage. Trash the Potion, take a Pixie. exelexa didn't see Barge. That would be nice. We have rather a lot of Royal Carriages already. We will get to do at least one gain in play here, because we have a pixie in these 3 cards. That's good to know. Huh, they did next turn barge? I don't think I understand that. So do we want to take an inventor? Or do we want to take another royal carriage? If we take a royal carriage, we can call it on university. The other university, that is. Take an inventor, we can buy another pixie for what that's worth. Maybe that's worth something. I don't know what we're inventing now. It could just be more pixies. I don't think we really want a whole lot else. I think the rail carriage is probably better. I don't think we want to call the rail carriage now. In a silver, no. Okay, we need another. Do we need another barge? Probably be a good idea to take another barge. And how many carriages do we want to leave on the mat? You get a bunch of royal carriages, but then we risk failing to draw. Split the difference. Got 3. I think I'm just going to take as many as I can get. Might have to carriage the pixie to draw here, but so it goes. Exelexa shouldn't have the ability to do gain and play this turn. Royal carriage. They can call or not. Wait, I'm confused. They have a buy and play, but where were the +3 cards? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, cool. That looks worth. That does look worth. Okay, we definitely need an inventor. So let's get one of those. Draw. I think we call a carriage on the draw so that we can do more stuff. So we can take 2 more cards off those carriages and then draw them all up. So what do we want to take? Just two more inventors? Probably. Still still have 4 carriages on the mat? Damn, that's so many. I could call it again and grab another barge. Or I could also carriage the barge. If I carriage the barge, so if I call 3 more times, I wonder if I can win. Call 3 more times on Inventor. That's 6 cards in my discard. Sorry, on University. Play Barge and call Carriage on that, and invent like a state in 5 barges. I have 2 inventors. Yeah, I think this wins. Huh. Well, that was interesting. I did not think I was going to be winning the game that turn, but turns out having all those royal carriages was pretty good. Not needing to call on the pixie was key. And I was second player. Damn. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I actually like outplayed my opponent there. If that, I just got lucky or what exactly. It's hard to say. That was so explosive that like it's hard to say. Like, yeah, the build order was probably really important, but I don't know how much credit I can take for like getting to ultimately explode first. It seemed like maybe exelexa had underplayed their previous turn by taking Barge for next turn, but again, it looks like they didn't draw 3 cards next turn, so I was very confused about that. Okay, so we got to get Ambassador, I guess. We could plan Ambassador. That seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. Kind of gives away my plan, but it's okay. Then ultimately we can draw with Old Witch. What we want to do is win the Ambassador War before like we start cursing, if at all possible. Because if we can win the Ambassador War, then the curses will stick, as opposed to coming back. And they'll be like going into a fatter deck, which is less likely to get to trash the curses to another played Old Witch. I mean, just in general, of course, winning the Ambassador War is really good. I will probably strongly consider taking a second Ambassador as well, especially because I have plan anyway. 5. Wow, okay. That should probably be Recruiter, because that's going to do more to help me win. Although I'm going to have no estates. I could choose to return coppers, but I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I mean, I'll get estates back, obviously. It's just going into this shuffle, unless exelexa ambassadors me estates right now, which doesn't look like they're going to do. What I could do is gamble, and if I do that, I guarantee that I don't collide the ambassador and the recruiter. If I happen to hit recruiter, then I'll trash a copper. Like, fine, that's, you know, it's fine. Okay, didn't quite guarantee, actually, because I could still draw it. But damn it. Damn it. Well, it doesn't make sense to trash the ambassador, surely. Unfortunately, we can't. Let's see. What do we do here? We could buy a villa, right? And then we can't actually ambassador anything off of the villa. We could buy silver. We could buy Market Square, which could get us a gold off the recruiter. It's a little optimistic, but I think I kind of like it, actually. I will probably go ahead and gamble here. Worst case, we hit Market Square. But if we hit the recruiter... Well, maybe we shouldn't. We know we have recruiter Market Square in the next hand. We're going to get to pick a gold, so we probably shouldn't gamble. That 5-coin hand was very lucky. Exelexa is hanging on to those estates. Okay, so we could trash the Market Square to ambassador some copper, but I don't think I want to do that. Take another Market Square. Sure, I don't really want silver anyway. Here comes an estate. That's actually kind of good for us, probably. In the ideal scenario, we draw a recruiter, recruiter draws the estate, we trash it. Okay, well, we didn't get to gain other gold. Oh, wait, we don't have... I can't count. This time I can buy a villa, so I will do that. See, I think we're at the point. I don't really need another Market Square, but I don't know that I really want to buy anything else either. I'm not going to want to gain like 1,000,000 billion golds. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is actually like good for exelexa to be giving me curses, because I think we're just going to send them back. We are going to have to get old witches of our own nonetheless, but... Well, that was a really good draw for exelexa in the sense that it didn't draw into their ambassador. Like they bottom decked it. That was like pretty dang unlikely. I mean, I guess it didn't really matter. Well, it mattered in the sense that they now can play it next turn. I would think you buy recruiter. I don't like oh, I don't like the gold either. Okay, so we have we should have our ambassador down there. Yeah. So we want to trash the gold and gain it back. And then ambassador, the curse. You can gamble the gold to get a 5 cost, which I think should probably be Old Witch. Now we can, like, gain and play golds off of Market Square, probably. We don't have anything to Ambassador unless exelexa sends us something, but that's fine. We can just not. Okay. I'm not gonna, like, try to hang on to something to Ambassador, I don't think. Maybe, well, maybe. We'll see. I guess if we're gonna do the gold thing, want to do it. Maybe I should have even gotten 2 golds here. That probably would have made sense, huh? Okay, maybe I will actually hold on to this copper. Do I want 8 coins? Probably want 8 coins. I have so many villagers now. Cool, I can trash the copper now instead of the gold and ramp my payload and still Ambassador a curse. No, you're not supposed to have a curse. Come on. What are the odds of that? Okay, we need to think carefully about this situation. We have 4 market squares, so 2 more market squares in there. We have another Old Witch. We have a curse down here. If we discard, so we think we can only afford to discard 1 market square. Okay, this will help me figure that out. Wait, I did it wrong. I overdrew. Crapola. Stupid me. Yeah, I did that wrong. We have a market square on top of our deck. I don't think we actually want that on top of our deck. Okay, let's grab another Old Witch. Two more Old Witches? Then we can really discard some market squares. We have tons of villagers anyway. This isn't exactly what I was expecting to build as far as the deck is concerned, but it works. It does work. Hope I draw, yeah, my recruiter. That was what I wanted to see. Okay, so we can draw. I think that's we just discarded 4 cards, or have 4 cards. Yeah, so that would be 1 too many. So let's go with that. Wait. Oh, I wasn't accounting for the fact that, well, whatever. We, like, win the game here? Not quite. We could do some gain and play with Villa, though, right? Why haven't I been thinking about that? Because I'm dumb, I guess, is the reason. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. We need more draw in our hand. Well, whatever. We're just gonna take 3 more Old Witches. We can always buy a Villa mid-turn. Or we could take 2 market squares and looking at like, can we do like an estate pile out or a market square pile out with the old witches? Let's take 1 more old witch. We're clearly not going to discard all of our market squares, so I guess we can lead with 1. But then again, it also kind of doesn't matter. Took an old witch? That's bold. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, wait. I won that game. All right. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I think I was very fortunate to hit that 5-coin hand, and that really made all the difference. That being said, I think exelexa should not have gone for Old Witch. And they did hit 5, and they should have gone for Recruiter. Recruiter seemed really good on that board. Really good. Okay, Mountebank. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I am thinking about wedding here to try to get a big doctor overpay. Although I guess Smithy could maybe accomplish. Smithy Silver might be good for that as well. The problem with Smithy is that there's no plus actions, though. Like, what we really want in our deck is we play a bunch of hunting parties, and then we play a Mountebank. I'm actually not totally sure that gold is better than double silver at hitting 5 or whatever. Probably is. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, basically, yeah, we want to get a bunch. We want to get a Mountebank. We want to get a bunch of hunting parties. We do want to get a big doctor overpay as well. It's going to be a little tricky to juggle with the Mountebank, but so we have 2 estates in those 6 cards, which means there's a doctor overpay. There's a 5 and 6 times 4 and 5. 5 and 6 times 4 and 5 is 4 and just 4 and 6 chance that we don't hit an estate, which is pretty bad. And then if we buy a silver here and we overpay for doctor next turn, we are fairly likely to hit the silver, which is great. Interesting. Exelexa bought Hunting Party instead of Mountebank. If we buy Doctor and we hit copper, then we have 3 coppers and a gold, and 3 coppers, a gold, and 2 estates. That can't be right. That's 6 cards, and we'd have trashed one of the estates. I'm confused. Definitely have a gold. We definitely have 2 estates. Gold, estate, 3 coppers. No, that is right. Okay, yeah. So if we overpay with Doctor, we do hit 5. Regardless of whether we trash an estate or not. The worst case scenario here is the gold is bottom decked. Doctor overpay definitely makes sure that's not a problem. No, I mean, we could end up revealing the gold. That would suck, but Only 1 in 6 chance, though. So then the question is, do we go for hunting party first to try to accelerate the doctor trashing? And maybe that is correct. In which case, buying the doctor looks a lot better. Okay. Because yeah, you get to do this. Like where you discarded crap. Yeah, it's tricky, but I think that's correct. We are just behind here. They've got the hunting party. We don't. Demands a horse and a silver. Huh. Well, that's surprising. Okay, so I think we'd name a state here. Like, there's 4 coppers in there. We're more likely to hit copper than a state, of course. And if we have an estate in hand, we should draw the... Yeah, it's probably actually better to name copper. What? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. All right, now I don't want to take a silver because I want to find my doctor. I don't want to take anything because I want to find my doctor. Right? I mean, yeah, just it can't really make sense to buy silver there, annoyingly enough. We'll hit 5 regardless because these are coppers. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, so we definitely have to name copper. And buy another hunting party. Okay, good. Now we're in a decent spot, I think. We're guaranteed to find the doctor again. Guaranteed to hit 5 again. We're lucky. We get to trash 2 estates. We are not so lucky. We trash 2 coppers. Means this is copper hunting party estate, right? Well, I'm going to kill the estate, I guess. Although, yeah. There's an argument there that, like, if I kill the copper, the estate in hand, I'm more likely to get to trash 2 estates this turn, but... The Forge decision is interesting. That makes it seem like they're not going to go for Mountebank. I am going to go for Mountebank soon. And, like, I think the Junk Flood is going to outpace what Forge can do pretty comfortably. Could be wrong, but I do not plan to get Forge. Oh, we didn't get the doctor, damn it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and name a state. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Mountebank now. Province or not province this turn? Wait, what? That is interesting. Room for a state to forge into another hunting party. I think I'm going to take another hunting party over taking province here. I'm a little concerned that I end up with just 3, and that might be difficult to overcome. Yeah, they're going to be able to forge all the stuff right now. Maybe that never stops, but well, they can't. They don't have enough money to buy province, so you could forge like Copper Groom Curse Estate into gold or something. Then they would. Pretty hard to take advantage of the forge after that, though. And you can't play forge and groom for anything but estate. Grooming for estate doesn't seem good in general. They should have groomed first. If they were going to groom for estate, they should have done it before they played the last hunting party, I guess, so they could draw it. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, as we move into the greening phase, my expectation is that the mountebank will start to hurt more and more because it'll get harder and harder for them to draw a deck. I think what I would do in their position... Oh, see, I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept the silver and forged the forged copper groom. I guess they wanted to keep the groom, but... Oh man, this would be a good doctor. Could buy a wedding. I have to pay off the 3 debt, but I'd have gold, gold, mountebank, copper next turn. Is that worth it? Let me think about this. I mean, I could also just buy silver, I guess, but buying silver actually has an advantage in that it's like hunting party can actually find the second silver. Like when I start adding green to my deck, it's really hard to pass up the opportunity to trash 3 coppers like that. I think I gotta take it. On the other hand, I could trash 2 coppers and then wedding. If I wedding, I'll have 6, 7, 8, 9 money in my debt, and I'll in 3 debt. If I could wedding again, take the silver. I do have enough money to province in my deck at that point. Huh. And the hunting parties can't draw. Would have been interesting to see how it would have gone if we had gone with Mountebank as the first 5 instead of hunting party, but can't afford province. Wedding again? I don't know about that. So we are pretty unlikely to be able to just province out here. We're going to dud at some point. And the question is going to be what we want to do when that happens. I mean, wedding is certainly an option. Fairgrounds and duchy are somewhat more unappealing than normal. Not that they're especially appealing. Well, fairgrounds can be. Right now we have province, estate. Gold, silver, copper is 5. Hunting party is 6. Mountebank is 7. Doctor is 8. Fairgrounds would be 9. So it wouldn't be hard to at least get to 4-point fairgrounds, I guess. I mean, it won't be trivial, but well, you can definitely province now. Groom. Oh no, you can't. Never mind. I was thinking. Oh, interesting. You didn't forge the other copper. Huh. I didn't need to play that hunting party, did I? Didn't draw the copper. Ah. Mountebank is making a difference. Wait, forge last turn? Curse, copper, gold. Oh, gold and 1 estate. I see. They didn't forge the other estate. They can do gold estate again. And then they can buy another wedding. Maybe that's the plan, is like you get 1 point per turn extra that way. Seems like not worth to me, but I would rather just forge like groom estate into province at some point, probably, but so I could buy a province, double province that way. Oh, they can't even buy the wedding because they're in debt and they didn't draw the copper. So they buy silver or buy nothing? They buy silver. Right, what can you do with the forge now? You can certainly do the gold estate thing again. But they take 2 provinces and I buy province, I win, so that's good. Could forge into like fairgrounds, I guess. Or if they drew the estate or the gold. If they drew the estate and not the gold, then they can't actually double province, I think. They have like... Yeah. Gold, silver, copper, copper. One advantage, aside from like having more hunting parties, obviously, my opponent obviously has over me is flexibility. Grumman, Forge, let them do stuff. Pretty much all I can do is just buy province. So like if I have to pivot to buying duchy or fairgrounds, that's going to be not so great. I guess I buy duchy first, and then fairgrounds becomes 4 points after having bought the duchy. But fairgrounds is only worth 2 before I buy the duchy, so I buy the duchy first probably, in case I never buy. Like, because if I do it in the other order and I never buy the duchy, then I'm down a point. Okay. I think I do have to do that this turn, probably. I didn't buy anything. Huh. I would stop playing here, but I want to see my mountebank. And yeah, we gotta buy duchy. And then if we have to keep duchy dancing, we start buying fairgrounds instead. Although, I mean, there's something to be said for not adding another unique to our deck. But so, what's the situation? I still don't think they can buy Forge into province and buy province. Could be wrong. I don't think so. Oh wait, they could just forge province into province and buy province. Duh. Well, if they don't see that, I mean, yeah, that's clearly the play. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm just dunzo, or should be. I was not even thinking about that. Interesting that mountebank skip looks to be viable on this board. I would not have expected that. I mean, maybe if we'd gotten the mountebank earlier, but let's see if they see it. I mean, they should have. Although, where are their other golds? They still not. Oh, because they didn't buy wedding the other 2 tunes. They don't have enough money in their deck to buy province. Oh my god. Okay. Well. If they had bought a silver last turn, they might have been able to do it. I mean, they have another hunting party, so they should have been able to do it. Why didn't they buy a silver? I thought they still had 2 golds, but I guess they bought, like, last turn, they didn't buy a gold to replace the gold they forged. And the turn before, they didn't. So they went from, like, 3 golds down to 1 gold. Yeah. Yeah, they should have bought a silver. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's just no way for them to get 2 provinces. Like, they can't, like, grooming for a state doesn't do anything. What they should do, in my opinion, is probably forge groom a state into fairgrounds and by wedding or something like that. Groom a state, curse copper. Something like that, I think. I don't know if they have enough uniques for fairgrounds to make sense. They have province, they have a state. They have curse if they want it. It's 3. Gold, silver, copper, although they'd potentially be trashing copper, but that's 6. Hunting party is 7. Forge is 8. Groom is 9. Fairgrounds would be 10, but then they would lose the groom. Potentially. So yeah, maybe that doesn't make sense. They can't forge into province safely because they only have 3 coins. All they could buy is an estate. That's not enough. Especially because I get to curse them on my turn. They could forge, like, forge into duchy and buy wedding. Forge hunting party into duchy. They can't buy wedding and take a ton of debt. Okay, that'll work. I think I would have bought the wedding, but okay. So now they can. Oh, I didn't hit points, so I've got to take the fairgrounds. I think the 1 point going to make a difference. Maybe. Maybe. They didn't get their other gold into hand. They only have 7 coins in their hand. Oh my god. Oh, groom for estate. That should solve the problem. Unless they drew the province. If they drew the province, they still can't forge province into province and buy province. There's like a 1/3 chance that I don't lose immediately. Probably I didn't because they haven't done it. I'm assuming they know. I do wonder whether I was meant to take duchy instead of second fairgrounds. The estate pile is eventually going to run at this pace, which is another thing to pay attention to. Wait, oh, they didn't have, yeah, they didn't have groom double estate to forge. Well, they couldn't have afforded the province anyway, as I said. Could they have? I don't know. Well, okay. Let's assuming they drew the estate or the province, right? They could have also drawn. They have it was so it was a 50-50 shot, not a for them to win, not a 2/3. So now what should they do? They should clearly forge out the curse, but what else? I don't know. They should also just top deck 3 bad cards. Oh, well, that was bold. But it worked. But it worked. Apparently I was meant to buy duchy. This fairgrounds got punished. I did get punished. Wow. I should have bought Duchy. If I buy Duchy, I mean, you know, yeah, like I thought the 1 extra point might matter if they had a draw where they could like empty the provinces but couldn't trash the curse or something like that. And that might have been true, but as it turns out, if I'd taken the Duchy, then I would have had it. I'm not 100% sure that I wouldn't that it might not have been a tie, actually. Whatever. Okay, so no trashing, no trashing. We got the only plus buy is Ranger, which is going to be pretty hard to take advantage of. We got Storyteller, we got Archive. I guess we can, there's Border Village, so I guess with Storyteller we can probably make Ranger work. Question is, do we bargain? They get a horse in their shuffle that we don't, which is pretty annoying. Or do we just go for another silver? I mean, silver's fine with Storyteller draw. I guess it doesn't have to be Storyteller draw. It can be a combination of Ranger and Journeyman, and there's also Archive. And there's Mastermind. I don't like giving my opponent horse. I think I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I think first 5 is Archive. I could see Journeyman. Journeyman. Okay. As the advantage, we can name a state and like be very, very likely to hit Border Village. I mean, basically guaranteed, right? Yeah. Maybe that is better. Maybe we'll bargain this time. Horse is gonna miss their shuffle here. What are we bargaining for? Probably Archive. And oh, they did hit the Border Village, but they're still going to afford Border Village. Ugh. So we need to draw so that we can hit Border Village ourselves. I think. I think I want another Journeyman. I mean, we could take the Ranger, but I think I'm going to take Journeyman. Okay, we get the Border Village. Yeah, we should probably take Ranger now. We're gonna need that plus buy soon. I guess we had an estate set aside. Naming estate wasn't really that good there, but it was just as good as anything else, I suppose. I want to get Soon as a mastermind. I think I actually named Copper this time. At least on the first one. All right, we've already hit, but then again, we just want to get the Ranger, I guess. We discarded 1 copper. There's 3 coppers and a Ranger and an estate. Yeah, so let's just name estate. All right, Border Village, Mastermind. I guess we'll take a sleigh. Okay. Let's go with copper. Man, we hit all 3 estates. That sucks. It's gotta be the mastermind. I go Border Village. It's not the card we want to top deck with Slay, though. Card we want to top deck is maybe Ranger. We only get 5 cards out of it, but we get through the token. We're not going to need that many buys, of course, but we're going to need some more payload at some point, but taking the border villages while we can seems pretty good. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I guess it's actually fine, because we can top deck another card. Oh, we should have taken another Mastermind, though. Ah! Or do we take 2 horses? Interesting question. We can take... Border Village Mastermind Silver. Top taking a Border Village is not that impressive. I think I prefer to have the 2 horses in my deck. My opponent only has like 9 coins in their entire deck, I believe. I had 9 coins last turn because I had a copper set aside. Now I should have. Or did they buy another silver? I'm pretty sure I opened double silver, right? Yeah. So they only have the one silver. They should only have the 7 coppers plus the silver, 9 coins. Because I have 7 coppers and 3 silvers. Did I leave a copper on top last turn? Maybe, no. It's 6 coppers, 2 silvers. Oh, right. I had 10 coins, not 9 coins. That's right. Yep. I just didn't spend one of them. So I would, in my opponent's position, probably buy Border Village silver. I think you want the Border Village, and you're not going to get... You could go for a gold, but... I didn't realize they had so many sleighs. I wonder if they were taking those over silver. I don't think they should have been, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to notice. I guess they're trying to decide whether they want to play the 3rd Slayer top deck or do that. Okay. I mean, you can mastermind the horse, so that, makes sense. Right, okay. We got... It's gotta be copper. Oh, god damn it. Well, that was that. I think I just take another mastermind here. Ugh, jeez. Probably isn't a big deal that I don't get that last Border Village, but just obnoxious. I mean, that's what I get for not getting other mastermind the previous turn. I just sort of spaced out on that. Being said, I don't think I was so unlikely to have had a good turn anyway with that starting hand. Hmm? Oh, they must not have finished drawing their deck the first time. Yeah, okay. Don't think I would have taken the Border Village there as exelexa. Like, I don't think it's important to... I would rather, like, buy a gold or a harem or something. You need more payload, right? And yeah, you can buy silver and slay or whatever, but I don't know. I think you don't need the Border Village. It's not really doing anything important for you at this point. Like, if you're top decking horses every turn. Okay. So we know we saw 2 estates, and yeah, I think it's still copper. Son of a friggin'... Probably need to top deck something here. We have a ranger in there. We have a journeyman archive, but I really don't want to mastermind that. What else do we have? 3 coppers and an estate. A silver. 3 coppers, estate, silver, archive, journeyman, ranger. What are the other 2 cards? 2 masterminds. Maybe we just buy another ranger. I'm not thrilled about that, but we could bargain. We could double bargain, I suppose. I mean, giving my opponent 2 more horses probably doesn't really matter at this point. So sure. Bargain for ranger, journeyman, mastermind. There's a little bit of risk associated with taking another mastermind, but probably okay. Oh! I'm dumb. They get the horse. I don't get the horse. Get a top deck the ranger. Okay. Man. Ugh. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken the mastermind at all. I should have just taken a silver. Ugh. Why am I so dumb? Sucks being dumb. The good news is that my opponent doesn't actually have any more payload than I do. So I'm not exactly behind, but I kind of am because, like, I'm first player and they're taking their turn now and blah, blah, blah. Also, the sleigh stuff was better than I realized. I should have probably gotten more of those, but shouldn't have gotten the archive. That was a mistake. They should definitely at least buy a gold so that they can double province next turn. Or I guess 2 silvers would probably also work. I don't think you need the ranger, but okay. Maybe that allows you to file out. Kind of doubt it, but maybe. Okay. Let's see if we can set aside some estates with this archive. Discarded 1. Damn it. I can't. Draw all of my payload. I mean, I guess at most I miss out on like 1 copper. If I play this archive. Does that matter? I hit 12 instead of 13. I don't think it matters. In fact, this card is another journeyman. We can just leave that on top. Play this ranger. Do we play 3 masterminds? How long do we expect this game to last? One has 4 rangers, so even if they don't triple a ranger, they have like 5 buys. They triple a ranger, they have 7 buys, which would be enough to win. So we probably should take some points. Granted, they may not have the money for that. They had 13 coins last turn, they added 5, so they have 18 coins. Yeah, so they totally don't have the money to win. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. Which means we probably are better off spacing out the masterminds. I don't think we need to top deck anything particularly. Like, we're gonna have a journeyman to start with, so we can just play the sleigh for horses. I think that'll be better than top decking, especially since we're just gonna buy payload anyway. So now the question is, do we go double gold, gold harem? We do add more money to our deck if we go with 4 silvers. We actually have 13 money. We add 4 silvers, we have 21 money. I think we probably will have the draw to support that. We'll actually want to name silver with journeyman rather than copper, at least initially. It's a risk, but I think like versus 19 money if we take double gold. 19 money, 21 money would allow us to buy like province road network or something like that. Province. I'm gonna risk it. It's kind of a weird thing to do, perhaps, but still the case that we want to name silver. I forgot about sleighs. We still can't afford to empty sleighs and masterminds, though. And they also didn't triple a ranger, so it really doesn't matter. They definitely got like the overall better deck. But I did get more payload, and that is more of the limiting factor, really. Given the lack of like gain in play or anything like that. In a way, I'm not even sure you want that many horses top deck, because you probably want to be able to triple a ranger for more buys, like if you have a pile out opportunity. It is good that we see a border village here, because if we need the actions, we can take them. We're going to start with the journeyman, but Let's look at Fairgrounds points again. Mastermind, Slay, Ranger, Archive, Border Village is 5. Journeyman, Copper, Silver is 6. Oops. Journeyman, Copper, Silver, Estate, Fairgrounds is 10. And if we buy like Gold, Province, Duchy, well, and get a horse, we could get to 6-point Fairgrounds. It's not the question. That's pretty valuable, actually. I mean, not trivial by any means, but so unlike me, my opponent does not benefit from just buying silver, but they could go like gold, gold, silver, silver. If they wanted to maximize how much money they're adding to their deck. Get it up to 28. They don't need more draw, I wouldn't think. I don't know what all 7 of those cards in their hand are, but I wouldn't be surprised if... I mean, obviously 3 of them are estates. 4 of them are probably horses. So, like, you know, they got significant leftover draw. And they could just start greening, of course. Or at least do a little bit of greening. Another ranger seems really odd to me, but okay. We didn't discard anything. Discarded 2 silvers. Now we name copper. Okay. So do we mastermind the horse or the ranger? If we mastermind the ranger, we draw 10 cards. We get to play 5 terminals. Counting for our 4 border villages, 2 masterminds, the other ranger. We won't need to play the other journeyman, and oh, maybe we will. We get more buys out of it. That could be important. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. Oh, I have 5 border villages? I thought I had 4. Well, obviously we're going to do this. Should probably draw that last card. We can play the masterminds. Yeah, there's no reason to play the horse. There is now a risk that if we don't top deck something, we can't. We're in the awkward spot where we don't, because we don't have another Slay. We kind of need to buy like another draw card if we want to be safe. It'd really help if we had another Slay. We need to buy province to protect against a pile out, because we're starting to get to the point where they have enough money. They had 18, now they have 21, like we do. This costs 20. This costs 22. And this costs 22. Buy another ranger, that would certainly do the trick, but it lowers the cost of a pile out. But maybe just a ranger is fine. We buy a ranger, then the cost of the pile out becomes 18 and 4 buys. 4 buys is not a lot, but 18 is a lot of money. They can only hit 21. Okay, I think that's what we do then, is we top deck a ranger. Buy province for sure. Get some more points with a harem. And still add to our payload, push it to 23. Harem is enough that they don't have the money. 18 coins plus 21 coins. It's 18 to pile out, and they don't have the money to overcome the harem points. I think I take harem silver. Now I'm at 25, and I can triple province if I need to. And maybe I should take another sleigh, though. It's like having to continually buy something to top deck. They can't triple. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy another sleigh. I need to have that reliability, I think. That's more important. If I buy a copper, I'm at 24 and I can triple province. Is that threat important? I can buy 2 provinces. Tops. And then I wouldn't want to buy 3 provinces anyway. So it's probably not important. I mean, obviously having a million slaves like that is a lot better, but... Wait, I bought a sleigh. Why did I buy a sleigh? Oh my god! I gave them the win. I'm so dumb. Oh. Oh, they didn't have the buys for it. Oh. Yeah, they had to... They did triple a ranger. They still didn't have the buys? They didn't triple a ranger. Wait, what? Oh no, they tripled horses. Right, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Okay, yeah, they don't have the buys. That was really dumb, though. Yeah, because it's 8 for the sleighs and 8 for the rangers is 16, and then they buy a duchy. Put in hand, sure. Oh. Didn't think of that. Well, yeah, I did not play that game well. There's no question about it. Yeah, I regret a lot of things about these last couple of games. Not played them well. Need to be a little bit more farsighted in my board evaluations. That's I'm not correctly assessing the big picture, I think. Okay, so no plus actions. Oh wait, there's crown. Very awkward plus actions. The only real draw cards are draw to X cards. That is... Yeah, Cut Purse Urchin looks like the open. Oh. Or not. Nah. Guess I'll take a raise. The good news is that we're likely to collide our Urchin with the Cut Purse, so we can get Mercenary. But yeah, I think... I mean, we want the Mercenary to trash down, but the attack might ultimately kind of help, because I think we are going to end up doing a DTX thing. Oh, come on! Man! So frigging annoying. One in 7 chance. Or maybe it's 2 in 7, because I guess if the Cut Purse had been bottom deck, that would have also done it. Are we going to go straight for a crown? I think probably. So ultimately what we're going to want to do is like crown Urchins and or Foragers, and then... Oh my god. Got to be kidding me! Do I take a Forager or do I take a Watchtower? Crown is just not very likely to line up with what we need. I'm going to take off the Forager. Okay, here we go. Jeez. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about... Wait, seriously? You didn't even open with the Urchin! Grrr! And I got the extra Urchin? Duh. Okay, we're definitely not going to want another one. Right, so... We're gonna need to, like, get kilns for gains, too, I guess. I mean, Forager, kind of, but not really gains. So do we want Urchin or Watchtower? We're gonna need to crown Urchins in general for our plus actions. Watchtower isn't gonna be as good as Scholar, I think. I think I'm going to go with the Urchin, although we are going to have to find a way to hit 5. We should be able to do that when we play the Mercenary. I don't know why I played that Urchin before the raise. maybe we do need a silver. We probably need silver. Okay, we hit 5. We could get an innovation. What is that going to do? It will work well with kiln. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Maybe I should have kept 2 urchins. I don't know. I wonder if I should raise the forager. I still haven't found my mercenary. Yeah, let's raise the forager. Oh, I didn't even... I'm so dumb! Ugh! God, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I didn't... Why was I thinking I would have another card? Oh my god. Would you frickin' stop? I'm just gonna raise the raise. Maybe I should have kept the silver, actually. Made some sense. I mean, I want to find the mercenary, but there's no guarantee it even to trash with this hand. I should have kept the silver. I don't know. I'm not playing well. Doing dumb stuff. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily mind crashing the cut purse. I think I'll just do that. So I'm gonna get another silver. Deck has no money in it. Unclear whether I should keep the raise or not. I mean, I guess this is just a painful board in general, but crown the urchin. Like I played a mercenary. Wait, is it actually discard down? Yeah, it is discard down to 4. It's not discard 1 down to 3. Never mind. It is not like I played a mercenary. If it were the other way around, then people would get multiple urchins to play every turn more often. Duh. I mean, if we find that mercenary, what can we find that doesn't give us money? We don't have any estates. Right. We can discard these 2 cards if we take a scholar. We could also take a kiln, which doesn't do anything now, but does give us gains. Gains is... That doesn't... Oh, never mind. You can at least raise something else in your hand. What a painful board. What? Guess I could have done that one turn. I didn't even process that was the case. You know what generates fodder for mercenaries? Ill-gotten gains. Okay, so we can do the scholar trick. I think we want to have the draw card. Yeah, we should maybe consider taking an ill-gotten gains or two so that we can feed the mercenary if our opponent does not get into a situation where they're drawing with CTX. If they do, then it doesn't make as much sense. I think we're going to crown this urchin. I guess I'll trash a silver. We can kiln it back. I think we take crown here. We could take... We still have the urchin attack, though. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, damn it. Well, okay. If I buy a crown, so if I can crown, I play the scholar. No, then I should discard. No, I should discard if I want to make sure I hit 5. So what I want to do is buy a crown this turn. Oh no, wait, it doesn't even matter what I discard if I'm going to play the scholar. Never mind. Unless I were going to crown the scholar, but that doesn't make sense. Right. So crown, silver, like copper, and then we buy crown so that we can... Oh wait, this isn't going to help, is it? Never mind. Because we need to... Actually, but maybe we still want a crown? I don't know. Yeah, because we only crown treasures. I was thinking I could crown, like, crown, and then, like, play urchin kiln or something, but I think what we want to do is actually take another scholar and then do that. Okay, we still haven't lined up crown urchin or crown, which admittedly adding another scholar to the deck didn't help with anyway. We could kiln the crown, though, and gain another 5 cost, which would probably be another crown. And then maybe we'll have a chance to do things. This is ridiculous. We do have crown urchin in our next hand. So we can have do crown urchin scholar. Eventually we're gonna get there, I swear. matters. What a ridiculous game this is. Like, is this even better than playing some kind of money thing? I don't know. You know what? I think I was meant to discard my urchin, actually. Oh. Well. Because then it would be in the shuffle. But there's no reason to play it. Because I want to crown it, if anything. Okay, but we can do some stuff here. Go crown, crown. Then we can crown a... Can... They kiln twice. Oh. Ah, okay, fine. Oh, sure. I didn't want to gain another kiln. This is confusing. Jeez Louise. Okay. Play mercenary. I'm gonna trash these. We may be mercenary trashing some kilns going forward. I did not realize that was gonna do all that mess. Holy crap. Sure, whatever. Like, it matters. What the heck? Do I green now? My deck went crazy. I have a lot of crowns. What I really need is another scholar, probably, to make sure that I can actually play things. I mean, another urchin would help with that, too. I think scholar might actually be better at this point. Come on. After all that? I did so many... I need to trash these silvers. Like, maybe I should have discarded the mercenary. I don't know. I don't know why I thought... I should do this. Oh, okay. You saw that my hand was terrible. I don't know why you resigned there, but okay. I mean, I do think I was winning, but boy, was that a weird deck. Okay, so we do have the advantage going into the last game, despite how poorly I played in the last 3 games. I mean, I think I figured out a line in the last game, but I definitely stumbled on my way to it. Okay, we got Governor. We got Grand Market, Barge, Border Village. What we don't have is regular good trashing. Governor Remodel will help with that. Got 4 in our next hand. Probably just take a silver. The question is, do we take a 5 cost? Like, we could take a Puka to start doing some copper trashing. Soothsayer Governor obviously combines well, like, in terms of gaining golds that you can use with Governor. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to take the Puka. I'll accept one curse in order to be able to start trashing my crap. And Governor, one way or another, Governor will take care of some of the rest. I mean, whether I'm doing it myself or... There's not even anything for Governor to trash a state into, which actually is pretty exciting. Like, that's actually really nice. Oh, man. Oh. Do we take another curse? I don't think I want another silver. Oh, man. I mean, we could take a border village. We take, like, border village governor. I don't doubt we'll be able to afford a soothsayer if we want one. I think I buy nothing. It's painful, but I just don't want another curse. Friggin' curse gold, man. Or it sucks. I guess if we'd had a copper, we'd have only had 4 anyway, but... I will trash estates into silvers if my opponent does governor for remodel, but they just gain the gold, yeah. I kind of thought that might be the case. Alright, what do we have in our next hand? 3 coppers, silver, curse, gold. Good, we can buy 5. Will be governor. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna trash an estate here for sure. Got to trash a curse. I was afraid of that. Man. Oh no. I still don't. Ugh. Wonder if I should take it at this point. I have trashed a couple of coppers. Oh man, this sucks. Curse gold. My opponent has 4 governors. That's really frightening. So much. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to like necessarily win the governor split, but gosh, they are willing to take curses. I think that's going to come back to bite them. Oh no. Do I trash the silver? Son of a... I could trash silver into governor instead of state. I would take a... but I'd rather have a silver in my deck than an estate if I'm gonna buy... Yeah, okay. Damn it! Okay, we got one. Yes. Oh my gosh. That was lucky. I won't deny it. Okay, I think we go governor, silver into governor, and then we do draw. And then we go governor, curse gold into governor, or border village governor. Do we want a silver? Do we want a faithful hound? I mean, it's draw. We've got some border villages. Sure. So we actually ended up splitting the governors. So much for Soothsayer, I guess. I don't know what I would have had to have happen for that to make sense. For Village Barge makes a lot of sense. Maybe even was thing to do. Okay, we can gain some golds, draw them, and buy our own border village barge. Or we could remodel into a barge. But then we can't buy anything. Yeah. Guess we could. No, that doesn't work. It's got to be gain gold. Problem is we have no plus buy. Now, we could take some provinces here. Wanted to. Don't think it makes sense though. I mean, we could take one province. Still afford. I guess we could also go curse into Faithful Hound. I was going to do that. Probably should have done it before, but we could also frog the governor, or we could take another gold and just assume that we can draw, which I don't know is a safe assumption, but I do kind of like cursing a Faithful Hound. The way of sending an increasing draw for next turn. There's not like a lot of reaction trashing that's super relevant right now. I mean, you get the thinning, but you don't get the... There's not like, I'm going to turn this card into this better card. I guess Puka into Border Village would be one, which I would consider at this point, I guess. Into Grant Market would be better. I don't know. I mean, right now, obviously, I'll just trash the curse, but... We have 3 golds. We have a lot more pressure on the province pile, especially since we also have more draw in our deck. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be starting off with a border village here to combine with our barge. Sad situation. That if I don't have to use governor for draw, really helps. Although my opponent should need to use, yeah, okay. Then they're not going to draw me more cards. Probably, I guess they might. They might play governor for card or for gold a couple times and then draw them. It is too bad I didn't have a plus buy card last turn. That would have helped a lot. I don't know when I was supposed to take one, though. Oh. Not what I was expecting, but okay. 2 governors left. Wow. You have no gold in your deck. You play barge for now? Oh my god! Ah, I didn't see that at all! God! Oh man. What an embarrassing match. See that at all. That was actually really well done by my opponent to spot that pile out. Yeah. But I'm just, yeah. I feel like that was a match where all of the games I lost, I made like clear mistakes that, you know, potentially cost me the game. I mean, in this, well, maybe in this one, I don't know. What was I supposed to do the previous turn? Take a couple provinces, maybe. Like, what did I do wrong in this game? Maybe I wasn't, maybe I should have been more willing to play the Cursed Gold. I mean, I don't think the governor opening was good that my opponent did, but I did pass up one opportunity to take Border Village Governor or some other 5. Maybe, actually, I could believe that the first 5 after Puka should have been Barge even. Maybe? I'm not sure. Would have been... It's like... I mean, the early governor can trash a state, which is nice. You don't get anything for it, but you know, getting the estate out of your deck obviously is helpful. But then again, the opponent's probably going to get to trash a curse or a copper. But yeah, okay, so I take it back a little bit. I think in games 3 and 4, I made obvious mistakes that cost me the game, at least obvious in retrospect. In this one, I'm not as confident in what the right approach was. Like, exelexa always seemed to have a curse in hand when I played governor for trash, even if I didn't draw them cards beforehand, which is really annoying. Like, they ended up with 0 curses in their deck, even though they took, I'm pretty sure they took more, I mean, before they bought out the curses, even though I'm pretty sure they took more curses than I did, which is, like, I don't know, surprising. They were also using governor for draw more than I was for most of the game, because I got the Puka earlier. So I would have had, I mean, granted I had fewer curses, but I would have had more opportunity to yeah, I don't know. Having a plus buy card earlier would have definitely helped, but I mean, it was really only that one turn. I finally drew my deck, got a bunch of gold, and then I had more gold than I knew what to do with. I mean, evidently, if I took a province there, I would have still lost because the score was 7-0, but yeah. Well, they wouldn't have had a silver. They need the silver? Maybe the silver didn't matter. Why did they buy a duchy? They had enough money to buy province, surely. But they have to buy, they bought the 3 curses. They should have only had 4 buys. Grand Market and 2 barges. They just buy duchy for the hell of it, or I'm just trying to think, like, if they hadn't had one of those silvers, would it have mattered? Would have made it easier for them to draw, but because they mid-turn gained the, wait, how would they have mid-turn gained the border village? They couldn't have mid-turn gained the border village. So they did have to buy the border village. In which case, yeah, all they could afford was duchy, because they have Grand Market and 4 coppers after spending the 3 silvers on the border village. Which means they couldn't have afforded a duchy if I'd taken a province because they wouldn't have had one of the silvers. Maybe they could have had to play one of the governors to trash the 1 gold they had into a province. They'd have been at 4 points without the duchy. I would have been at 6 points with a province. And then they would have needed to, I guess they could have governor trashed a silver into a province or a duchy though, rather than, well, no, because they had to use, it was like 2 or 3 governors for draw, 1 governor to turn silver into barge for another buy to empty the curses. Any other gains they did that turn, or did they have to draw even more cards with the governor? Maybe they played 2 governors for draw. Or sorry, 3? I know they played 2. Maybe they played a 3rd? I don't remember. I didn't think they did, but if they didn't, then... If they didn't, then presumably they could have just kept trashing silver into duchies. Presumably. So I might have actually just been lost already, surprisingly enough. I mean, I could have taken 2 provinces, though. That would have made it for an awkward following turn if I had, but I could have done it. Because I took 3 golds, drew them, and then took a Faithful Hound with the like 4 governors I had towards the end of my turn. 5 governors? Did I have all 5 governors in my hand at the end of the turn? Maybe I did. Like gold, 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 draw, trash, curse, into Faithful Hound, buy Border Village, barge. Yeah. Of course, I could have also not bought the Border Village, but I probably needed it. So, like, I could have gone gold, 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 draw. Well, no, if I'd taken 2 provinces through trashing, if I'd taken one, if I bought a province, then I couldn't have gotten the Border Village and the barge, and I would have had a tough. I don't know. Maybe I was just in trouble. I mean, I could have not taken the Faithful Hound, but I did have a copper though, so it doesn't show on the end screen. So I think it is the case that I could have gotten 3 golds. No, because if I get 3 golds and draw them, I only have 1 governor left. I can't take 2 provinces and a border village. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I might have been in a much worse situation than I realized. Huh. It's surprising, because exelexa had so little actual draw. They had the 1 barge and the puka. I guess they didn't have that much left in their deck that they were trying to get through, though. Well, yeah. So this game, I don't know. I think governor boards are tricky. This one was tricky. I think maybe I was like too scared of the curses. Normally taking the curses is really bad, but it didn't really seem to hurt exelexa very much, even though they weren't taking draw cards other than governor, and governor, like, you don't ideally want to be using it as draw if you can help it. It's, yeah, confusing. Well, all right, enough yammering from me. That will do it for this match, obviously. Yeah, pretty disappointed with my play overall, but hopefully I can get it together for the rest of the season. In any case, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.